Okay, so how to animate an exploded view of the components of the car. Let's take a look at this. So over here I have the following empty. I use the copy location. And if I will move this around, we're going to see how those elements will go within that exploded view. We can also use the invert over here if you want this to be mirrored onto the other side. So I'm going to make an individual video regarding this technique only. But if you want to transfer this to Unity, it's important to have the keyframe for each of those components defined on each frame. Because in this case, I'm controlling the animation within Blender using this empty, but this object constraint will not be preserved within the FBX file format when we are going to transfer the model to Unity. So in order to do that, we need to bake the animation. To do that, we're going to select the components, go to Object, Animation, Bake Action, and this will actually add all of those individual keyframes for each element for each frame. At the end, we can save this as an FBX file format. And as an example, I already imported the model over here. So we're going to see the car. If I will start and play the simulation, we're going to see over here that this will be the following animation. So as you can see, those rims and those tires will be animated. But it is really important to make sure that the orientation will be well defined within Blender. Because for example, we see it over here that those on the left side will be translated over here to the right side. Also, there are many elements that are made without thickness, so they will only be visible from one side. For example, the car rim, if I'm going to take a look at it over here, we're going to see that the shading from the back will actually make it invisible in this case. We can also change that within Unity using a double shaded material, or we can make sure that the orientation from Blender will be defined, or we can just add a 3Dify tool. So I'm going to create an individual video regarding this, but I'm going to start initially with the exploded view of the car, how we can set up that. For example, we can have the elements of the wheels translated over here to the sides, and maybe the other chassis and everything will go up on the Z-axis. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. I will position a similar video on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.